Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with Kirk and Gora from PickDawgz, and thank you for joining us here for your free pick in the UEFA Europa League finale between Atalanta and Bayer Leverkusen on Wednesday. That is May 22nd. Kirk, we are at very end of the season. We have only this upcoming weekend where we are finishing La Liga and Serie A, and then we are finishing off next week with the Conference League finale and the Champions League finale, of course. But before that, this what should be a great matchup between Atalanta and Bayer Leverkusen in the Europa League finale.
Okay. Yeah, it should be a great matchup between Atalanta and Leverkusen in this one. And I mean, Atalanta's coming off a loss against Juve in the Italian Cup, so hopefully this is a more interesting game than 1-0 and hope Atalanta rebounds. So I actually am this one. I think they get something here, Atalanta, but I do not think they'll win, as you will tell me with your pick. So I actually like the combination of our picks, honestly, in this one. But my pick alone is both teams to score at minus 128.
Yeah, that I could honestly see that happening, but at the moment, I just can't rely on Atalanta doing much in this game. I think that right now Leverkusen simply has way too much firepower. They are playing extremely well. Yes, they are conceding a goal every now and then, and like you said, hopefully we see a better game than the 1-0. Last season we saw what 1-1 in the regular time, and then Sevilla has beaten Roma in the penalty shootout.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, uh, Eintracht has beaten the Rangers in a penalty shootout as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So over the last few years, we haven't seen a lot of goals in the Europa League finale, and neither did we in the Champions League. But when we take a look at these two teams, you just see goals, and I don't think that Leverkusen is the type of a team that's gonna sit back and try and defend and then hope that something is gonna open up on the counter attacks. I think that they're a type of a team that likes to have a control. They like to have the ball in the possession, and we know what they can do this season. We know what they did this season, and I, for one, would really like for them to stay undefeated and have that perfect season in their hands at the end of it. So with all that, I simply have to take Leverkusen on the money line. It's minus 115. I know there's potentially a chance for overtime and a penalty shootout, but I think that Leverkusen gets this job done in the 90 minutes, Kirk.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If they were to lose after 90 minutes, like in extra time or penalties, would you say that their season is still invincible or not?
Well, obviously, it would not be the perfect season because they ended up losing this trophy, but I don't know. It would be a damn shame if that happens, eh?
I agree. I mean, yeah, I mean, if they were to lose their first game in something like penalties, that would be tough. But as we said, I think these are two teams that don't really sit back. Atalanta shouldn't sit back because if they let in an early goal, I think the floodgates just open for Leverkusen. So I don't think they'll park the bus. I think they try to play their game, and as we said, they can score goals as well. So I could see a 2-1 Leverkusen, 3-1 Leverkusen. But I do think we've seen more goals in this one than the prior championships.
Many teams have tried to park the bus against Leverkusen this season, and who in their right mind will try to do that in the finale? You simply have to come out flying against Leverkusen. You have to try to get to the scoreboard first, and then hope for the best. I guess we know that Leverkusen scored what a lot of goals in 90 plus minutes this season. They've done it in the semifinals. They've done it many times in Bundesliga, and you can never really write them off. But I'm just looking at stuff here. The line for shots on target in this game is actually set to 8.5, which is minus 139. That's not a bad pick at all. And then Atalanta's shots on target over 3.5 at minus 111.
Yeah, I mean that. So what? Leverkusen's 5.5.
Leverkusen is 5.5 at plus 105.
That's not bad either, honestly. Especially if
No.
they go up early.
Yeah, this then we are looking at the player props here, Kirk. I'm not sure if you had a look at that. Uh, Skamaka, who is the leading striker for Atalanta right now, over 1.5 shots on target at plus 250.
I mean, he scored what, twice against Liverpool in the first half in the first leg. I mean, if there's anyone to back on that team right now, you have to back Skamaka to score. I could see him hitting the score sheet and getting another shot on target. The value's definitely there, but I think this game, I just don't know if there's enough value in this because I am a little worried about how Atalanta is gonna play. I do think they come out early and hot, but you just never know really.
Now, as far as Leverkusen player goes, we have Boniface at minus 222 for one shot on target, and then over 1.5, he's actually at plus 200.
Yeah, I think whoever starts in the final, whether it be Schick, Boniface, or Iglesias, I'm probably gonna back them as anytime goal scorer. I know they're all plus between plus 115 and plus 145 on my book. I know Boniface has been playing a lot lately, but Schick has been scoring a lot as well lately. So I'll be I'll be interested in who they start up top. Who do you think they're gonna start up top?
I'm thinking it's gonna be Boniface.
Yeah, no, I
I
agree.
I actually have him at plus 170 to score at any time. Same
Wow.
as with Schick and Iglesias, actually plus 210. But then again, Florian Wirtz, who was just voted as the best player in Bundesliga for the season, plus 275 to score a goal at any time.
Yep, I have that plus 270. So our books line up there a little more. But hey, get me on those Canadian books, eh?
We can do that. Uh, that was it then, guys. We gave out a few picks as the official picks. As you can see, we have Leverkusen on the money line at minus 115, and then both teams to score at minus 128. Maybe take Leverkusen to win and both teams to score. That should be a nice plus money. But then again, some of those player props are definitely appealing for this game. They're heavily priced. And the shots on target, to me personally, is another great pick for this game as well. Like Kirk said, he is expecting a higher scoring game than we usually see over the last few years. I do agree with it. Hopefully, teams step up. Hopefully, we see some great football guys. And I, for one, am really hoping that Leverkusen gets the title in their hands.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Let's get some silverware for Leverkusen and then see if they can beat Dusseldorf in the German Cup to get the treble. Even though it's not the Champions League, it'd still be a treble in my eyes. So very successful season for them.
Now, can you imagine winning Bundesliga, winning Europa League, and then losing to Fortuna Düsseldorf in the
Oh, it's
DFB
actually
Pokal?
Kaiserslautern. It's actually Kaiserslautern. I don't know what I was saying.
Oh, is it? All
Um,
right. Yeah, yeah, you are right.
um, hey, I mean, who knows? It's they made it to the final. It's one game. You never know what's going to happen in one game. I mean, what Barcelona versus Celtic? I think like a few years back, Barcelona had 34 shots. Celtic had two and like 10% possession. They won 2-1. You never know.
Yeah, that is true. We will talk about that game. I think it's over the weekend, might be Sunday, so we'll talk about that game then for sure. Uh,
Saturday at 2, and then we have the French Cup between Lyon and PSG Saturday at 3. So some interesting cup games this weekend.
Absolutely. Like we said, guys, we are finishing off the season. It's going to be a fun finish. We have some champions. Well, pretty much all of the top five leagues have their champions. Uh, MLS is going on Saturday as well. And after that, guys, we are only a couple of weeks away from the Euro Cup and Copa America. And that's going to be a super fun summer for us as well. So stay tuned, guys. Subscribe, hit that like button. Check out our best bets on the PickDawgz website or simply click the links in the description. Check out Kirk's video up on the PickDawgz YouTube as well. He does NBA props and stuff. There is a game going on today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's Celtics versus the Pacers are starting today, so I have a 3-pack for NBA for the next 2 weeks as these games go. There's a game every night for the next 2 weeks, so I'll have an NBA 3-pack every day. And I want to say shout out to Tony Kroos, who's going to bring it home for Germany this summer in his last professional game.
I think Modric is bringing it home for Croatia.
Well, we'll see in the finals.
Well, for once, we can agree that England is not taking it home.
No, I mean I just saw their squad. They left out like Rashford. I don't remember who else, but a
Well,
couple guys I did not think
yeah,
were gonna
Rashford,
go.
Sancho, I don't know who else, but let's be honest, those guys didn't do much this season anyway. So,
Hey, Sancho's gonna score the winning goal in the Champions League. Just watch.
hey, I would love that. I'm a Barcelona fan. I cannot side with Real Madrid, so I would love that.
Well, let's hope it happens.
There you have it, guys. Hope you had a great time with us here. Stay tuned for more, of course, and enjoy your day. Good luck with all of your bets, and we'll see you soon with more free picks.